I can already feel my mother hating this haircut. Oh well. Hi friends. All right, so we are in between palettes right now. We just finished the 2 Looks 1 palette with the Strawberry Milkshake palette by Alien Cosmetics. I will link that up here. And I do want to get into another palette potential soon, but I think I need just like one more buffer video before we dive on into another series. So I got this idea last night and I don't know if it's going to be fun or really boring. However, I thought it might be really interesting because on the channel, I don't get to play with my single shadows often. Basically just how, you know, content kind of plays out here. I thought it might be fun to take you guys on a little journey, go through all of my Lethal Cosmetics single shadows and create a new color story with that, and then create a look out of it. Basically, I just want you guys to come with me while I design a palette with my Lethal Cosmetics single shadows. I think that is enough preamble. If that sounds like fun to you, then please keep on watching and let's get started. I just don't want these guys to be collecting dust because they are really beautiful and I just feel like I haven't played with them enough yet. Plus, I think I have a pretty sizable collection of Lethal eyeshadows right now, but they do seem a little bit divided right now into my first order and my second order for no real reason other than that's the order I bought them in. But I keep thinking to myself that maybe I could incorporate some of these into a color story with some of these. I think we'll pop them all out, put them all on the table. I've been watching Nick Doremio's series, basically doing a takedown of the entire Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star documentary series. It's a very entertaining watch, highly suggest it. But they left the clip in where Jeffree was doing his little color genius, moving the colors around and basically passing off that he's some sort of color story genius. However, the clip did make me want to essentially do the same thing. Let's put them all on the table and try and figure out a really fun color story to play with today. I think we should just dive on in. I'm gonna clear my table and I will be right back. All right, here's my desk in all its kind of unorganized and messy glory. Oh, hello. Me. And after putting my finger into basically every single one of them while I was trying to pry them out, here are all my Lethal Cosmetics eyeshadows. There's a really nice little array here. So I'm thinking we should use the 12 pan palette just to keep everything a little bit more concise. First off, I'm gonna just grab a couple of colors that I know for sure I want in this palette. First being this amazing grungy olive green that I have yet to use. It's called Runaway. It's grungy perfection. So I definitely know I want to try and incorporate this somehow into the color story. So let's put that in the middle. I think Frantic would be another really delicious grungy matte to throw in there. Do we throw in the yellow? I think a warm gray would be a really good addition. This is Unearthed. I know I want these 3 for sure. Probably want something darker to go in the crease. I think let's go with Corrosion. It's a nice sort of muted purpley brown. I almost now think the peach would go with that. This one's called Quick Save. It's just so pretty. This would look really nice with everything. Oh gosh, are we gonna do something just so basic? It feels like we're gonna do something basic. Covet would go really nicely into here as well. It's like a pinky, bronzy, shifty one. This is actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm gonna take a minute off camera and do a little more rearranging and we'll see where we're at from there. I think I got to a place where I'm actually pretty happy with it. I'm also thinking maybe I'll switch out this gray for the purple. I automatically want to put like all of the warm neutrals together and all of the pinks and purples together. And a lot of these are looking a lot lighter on camera than they actually are in person. Like this in person is more of a navy blue. I think I've finally narrowed it down. So we have Night Call, which is a matte dark purple. Imago, which is kind of a dusty mauvey brown. We've got Corrosion, which is essentially just a step down. We have Limbo, which is this beautiful champagne-y shimmer. We have Synth, which is a beautiful icy blue purple duochrome. And then Covet, which is pinky bronzy duochrome. Frantic, which is another muted reddy brown. Runaway, which is the shade that kept tripping me up, this olive green. Calcination, which is a lovely warm toned dusty gray. Quick Save, which is a gorgeous peachy coral. Arsenic, which is a really nice lilac pink shimmer. And last but not least, we have Esteem, which is a lovely mustard yellow. What do we think? Is this something we can work with? I think this is going to create a nice little grungy look. So let's get it started. Also, I'm fairly certain that I kind of essentially just built a palette that they already carry. They do a couple of prepackaged color stories on their website already, and I'm pretty sure this is very close to one of them. So I think we should swatch the shimmers at least, just so you can see what they are looking like in the light. A couple of these are quite sheer. That lilac one is quite sheer. This bronzy pinky shifty one, it swatches pretty good. I think we'll definitely use that today. I have no idea what I want to do, but I think I'm just going to start laying down some crease shades and just see where it takes us. Oh, also, if you wanted to know what was already on my face, I wanted to try out some cream blush before powdering everything down. So I'm already wearing a little bit of blush. I will leave all of the products in the description box down below. Okay, what do I want to play with the most? Let's lay down this green first and see what happens after that. And of course you didn't clean your brushes. Oh, good gravy. It's quite dark actually. It is a real grungy dream though. I think I'm gonna wing this pretty far out. I might want to transition it on top with something else because it is quite deep once you throw it on the lid. So pretty. Yeah, let's transition this out with something else. Let's hit up this little gray here in the corner. Okay, that's kind of nice. I find that with most Lethal Cosmetics eyeshadows, they take a little while to build up because initially they're not as pigmented as, say, what did we just work with? Alien Cosmetics. The nice thing about Lethal is that it gives you time to play and build things up and blend things out, and it doesn't get overwhelming, which might be preferable for some people. Okay, you know me, queen of putting red and green together. I really want to tap into this ruddy brown shade. I just think they look really good next to each other, and who knows if it's actually gonna work on the lid. I think it would look really nice all smoked out into this kind of wing shape. So let's do that. I'm actually kind of enjoying how muddy this is, which is so weird. Just throwing a bit more green into the mix on top here. I think just to deepen up everything a little bit more in the outer third, let's go in with this dark brown. Kind of concentrating that onto the lash line. Let's throw that onto the lower lash line while we're here as well. Really make this a good smoky moment. Ooh. And then that warmer, ruddier brown, let's blend out with that. I mean, it's kind of a look. A lot of Jack Emery's drag looks have a very similar shape. Saw a tutorial on Instagram the other day, really wanted to try it out on myself, and I'm not mad. Let's do a little bit of glitter primer. And I think I want to keep it softer today. First off, I think I definitely want to get into Covet. Let's dive right in and just pop that right on the lid. I'm such a sucker for pink to orange duochromes. Just a foolproof color combo. And now let's go into this champagne shimmer. Taking that all the way up to the brow bone. I also forgot that this champagne has a pink reflect running through it, so that kind of really works. Let's blend out this edge with a couple of the mattes. Let's take a little bit more glitter primer for the lower lash line. Let's throw down the pinky duochrome first, and then finishing everything off with that champagne shade. God, I forgot how messy these shimmers are from Lethal. Boy, howdy, they kind of get everywhere. But this is looking really cute. Why don't I go do this on the other side, throw on some lashes real quick, and then when we come back, we will finish the rest of the look. All right, we are back. Lashes are on. These are Lash Goals by Boldface. Okay, so what I started with with today was a little bit of cream blush by Melt. This is the color Honey Thief. It is this really beautiful peachy coral, a little neutral. They have a powder correspondent, which I've used many times. The powder version is a little bit more muted than the cream version, but I still like both of them. So let's do a little bit of Honey Thief over top of this cream blush. But yeah, finally got my hands on the cream ones and they're really nice. They're really nice. And I already put a little bit on before we started filming, but let's just beef it up a little bit. This is Luminoso by Milani, a favorite. Let's pick up some of that champagne with a little bit of Clutch from the Pixie and Rach Love's The Layers highlighting palette. Let's pop a little bit of that highlight into the inner corner. I got a couple new rings yesterday and now all I can do is like clack them about like. It's probably so obnoxious. While I'm thinking about it, let's throw something in the waterline. This is a creme gel liner from ColourPop. It's from the Hocus Pocus collection. It is the color Sistas and it's kind of a rusty orange metallic. And then I'll ombre that out with a little bit of strawberry milk. Okay, now we have to figure out a lip. Why do I always do this to myself? I just never have an idea of what I want to do. This is a Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. First, let's line. This is Almond Rose, my go-to nude liner. All right, let's see how this fares. I think these have gone off because they are not a great texture anymore. Ugh, but they just feel awful. Yeah, I'm gonna go have to wash this off. Be right back.
A few moments later.
Ow, ow, ow. Ow! When they said Superstay, they weren't lying. Okay, let's try that again with something else. Let's go in with something completely different. This is a Vivid lip paint from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. This is in the shade Juicy Melon. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Can't tell what is setting spray and what is sweat. Filming in this heat is truly just a race against time. Don't forget your bottom mascara. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. This is the look all complete with the palette that I created using my Lethal Cosmetics singles. I'm still pretty happy with this color story. I'm sure a lot of you would have gone in a totally different direction with the color scheme. So I would love to know the choices that you would have made using these eyeshadows. I'm really happy with how this look came together. It is a really nice little grungy moment and I know it's like 30 something degrees today, but I'm so excited for fall. I cannot wait. This is a really fun color story. I do think I would definitely pick this up and use it again. And that is really what is so fun about Lethal Cosmetics. I love that this whole brand is kind of built around using your own creativity to your advantage. Based on pure enjoyment alone, this is one of my favorite brands. And even though in comparison, this formula does take a little bit more time to build up, it's not necessarily a negative, you know, it's just another way of formulating eyeshadow. And even though it is not my exact personal preference when it comes to formulas, they still work great and I still have a great time working with them. Please let me know if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Maybe we can create another palette with all of the Lethal Cosmetics eyeshadows with a random number generator. That might be interesting. If you want to see more single shadow content, please let me know. That is where I'm going to leave today's video. I'm going to head out, but before I do, please let me rattle it off to you real quick. Here are the many ways that you can help out my channel. You can give this video a huge thumbs up. You can comment down below what you thought of everything. You can subscribe. Any and all engagement with this video is crucial to its success in the algorithm, so if you have a few spare seconds, please engage with this video. You can follow me on other social media. I will leave those right there. If you wish to support me financially, I do have a Patreon. The link is down below in the description box, along with a bunch of petitions to sign and places to donate. And right on schedule, I am at the very end of my venti iced coffee. So with that, folks, please stay safe, stay sane, wash your hands, wear a mask, stay home if you can, get vaccinated if you can. Just keep doing your best, and I will see you on the next one. Bye! I may have subconsciously pulled shadows that may or may not be very similar to the palette that we will be diving into next week. My patrons already know what palette we're going into next week, but this should give you a little bit of a hint. Anyway.